So today is going to be the awakening. Previously is about what are the internal and then external forces, what happens. And today I'm going to combine external, internal, and mainly I'm going to go into your consciousness. And then a bit of Kundalini. I'm going to start on Kundalini, but the major part of the Kundalini going to be on next week. So the Kundalini is a very big word, but before Kundalini, it's the awakening is the biggest word. When we see awakening, we all are trying in different levels of how we can awake that. Sometime today's topic, I'm going to touch on many of the basic things which supposed to be the major changes in your life that you need to bring. You bring these changes into your life, then you will see things shaping up into your life the way you need to do. So I'm going to go into the consciousness part of it because that is a very important, and most of the time awakening is about what are the things that you need to clear and what are the things you need to understand before you bring the possibilities of awakening into you. So finally, it's going to be on the Kundalini. How can Kundalini help? And what is this Kundalini is about? Of course, Kundalini is a very interesting topic for a lot of people, and everybody's working on it, trying to wake it up. How? So this time, I'm going to guide you. That's going to be our next session, the right way to awaken the Kundalini. And to most of the time, when people do that, if the direction is not right, it can be dangerous. But before you go there, it's like attending your own wedding. Awakening of your Kundalini is attending your own wedding. So how are you supposed to look before you go for your wedding? You can't be the same person you are. You have to get dressed, you have to comb your hair, you have to look the best emotionally, physically, in every way. You must have your best friend, you must have your family. Everything has to be very complete. That's exactly, the Kundalini is the last thing that you sit, you root yourself, and you bring all this forward. But if you have a lot of rubbish, unwanted emotion, unwanted thoughts, unwanted situation, then we can't be sitting and trying to bring something towards. That's not possible. So today you have to work on what are the things that you should remove so that you can bring good things into you. So when I talk about Kundalini, I'm going to give you all the whole surface of it, the method of it, not method, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to do that. I will tell you the safety part of it, the information part of it, the essence of it, why and how. But I will not tell you the method how to awaken the Kundalini, because sometimes it can be dangerous, because I do not know what is your processes and what you are doing at the moment, how you are practicing your spiritual processes or your breathing techniques or your yoga. But I do have a method to awaken the Kundalini. I have a complete process how to awake the Kundalini. A complete process, but the process comes with a proper discipline, proper technique, proper guidance. That's the only way I will able to share and teach, because it's very important to be on the safer part. When I explain to you about the Kundalini, then you will understand how important it is and how careful you must be. Doesn't matter which path you choose, but the path has to be very safe. That's very important. So today is about your consciousness. What's lying in your consciousness? We were having a very interesting session last month on the 26th, early morning hours. That was a very interesting session, which I wanted to do for a long time for almost 6 to 7 months that I was working on it. But for a few years, I've been trying to establish that process. But it took time. I think when the cosmic is ready, then we can connect and do that. So on the 26th last month, we did that. It was a very interesting timing. It was a very interesting process, because we are only allowed to do in the dark when the sun is not present, and we have to close it before the sun arises. So it was a very interesting in the early morning hours. We started at 1 a.m. and completed about 6:30 in the morning. We did a process with the cosmic. We had a process awakening the 5 element in the cosmic. And this 5 element with the cosmic, whatever I'm talking about, it is a very, very key strength in the awakening of Kundalini. So you must understand what I'm going to share today, and also please ask questions when you do not understand what I'm saying. So it was with the cosmic. As you know, the cosmic has the 5 elements, that we work with the 5 elements. So this 5 element, you must know that it is within you. You were made of these 5 elements. We call it the Panchabuddhas, the 5 elements. So these 5 elements are so important, because that creates the balance of yourself on the physical part of it, on the emotional part of it, also on the consciousness part of it. But it gets damaged through whatever you do, whatever you practice, and whatever you eat. Everything gets damaged and imbalanced. So when I said consciousness, let's go deeper into the consciousness. I'm going to touch a topic on the desires, how you bring things to yourself, because everyone is working and doing something to bring something possible. You must make your life into possibilities. You must bring your life into something very success. The whole life is about that most of the time. Somehow we are bringing balance. Somehow we are creating something positive. But how do we do these positive things? And what do we do to bring that? It's all about shift. Shift how you think, how you perceive, how you express. It's about shift. As time went on, as time moving on in the world right now, everyone is so conscious and worried about how the universe is shifting. I like your cat. Is so beautiful. I love cats. I'm very, very close to cats. They're my favorite.
Thank you.
Very nice. What's her name? Is it he or she?
His name's Larry. He's pretty goofy, but he's happy to be here.
That's nice. See, connecting with animals is also very important, because you're connecting to the universe. Connecting to anything around you is very important. You're connecting to the universe. My guru used to say that if you can't feed even a cat or a dog or an animal or a bird, if you can't connect to even the smallest thing in this world, how are you going to connect to humans who are so complex, who are so intelligent, who have so much demand? Our pets are not very demanding. The cosmic is not demanding, right? The 5 elements are not demanding, but who is demanding? We are demanding. Humans are very demanding. So this is what is all these desires that sits inside our consciousness, that things that we are not ready to let go. I notice a lot of people come to me and explain to me about what's happening in their life, and this has not happened and that has not happened. I wanted this and it has happened. But of course you wanted something this way, but something else happened. You have to come to the deeper realization there. which is very difficult to most of us to understand. If you look into it, whatever is coming into your life, whatever is happening in your life, let it be on a relationship part, let it be on a friendship, let it be on your work, let it be on your spiritual experience. It is what you exactly need. It may not be what you want, but what you need for this moment. There are many times in our lives we are not able to evaluate what we need. Because you know why? We are hijacked. We are hijacked with our consciousness of our desires. These desires hijacks us. No matter how clear we are about ourselves, no matter how good we are, how intelligent we are, we have a sense of desire. So the desire, what it does, that it makes us to bring in things that may not meant for us. Number one, relationship. Relationship is a very important key point connected to your Kundalini. Very, very important, because it creates consciousness, very deep rooted consciousness. It creates emotion. Emotions are very connected to your being, senses. It's opening. Emotions are opening. You open your emotions. We hide a lot. We wear a lot of masks and we hide a lot. So emotion is one of the, whatever I'm going to tell you today, it's all rooted to that. So when we talk about it on the next session on this, you will know exactly what I'm saying and where I'm touching. Emotions are very important. Desires are very important. When you have a lot of desires, now let's look at the desires, what you have. Even in work area, we want something better. I don't say it's wrong. Rather than looking for something, rather than focusing for something better must come, something better must come. I must go to another level. Why not shift it and say that I am here, and ask yourself, how are you? Are you fine? Number one, are you at peace with yourself? Do you have enough to eat? Are you secure? Look into all of that. If you have all of this, if you feel contained with your home where you live, the roof, if you're contained with whatever food that comes to you, that you're able to access, it means that you are taken care. What you need to do is feel completely, extremely grateful and happy. Why? Because what comes to you, this is where people forget that whatever is coming to you from this universe, because you must understand nothing belongs to you. That's the truth. We declare it by okay, we do work, we make money, and through this money, we buy things. We buy a house, we buy properties, we buy ourselves food, everything, and then we declare it as ours. But in the real meaning of the spiritual level, whatever is there, it's not 100% us, because at one point of time, we do have to get detached from this. So what I want you to shift and look into it, you have to understand whatever your karma is, whatever you are doing, how you are bringing this to yourself, the processes you are bringing this to yourself, the work that you do, the process of the work, how you bring it to yourself, all of these action, how are you bringing the food to your table? Are you stealing the food? Are you pushing somebody and taking something else? Are you cheating and taking that money from somebody else? Whatever comes to you, not in a right process, eventually have to leave, or it will still attract a lot of negative energy, negative behavior into your life. It will attract, it will bring those negative things, because those are not the things that came with the right desires. That energy did not come to you with the right desires. You may think that no one knows what I did or how I brought it. You're very wrong. There's one person knows that. The whole cosmic knows that. The cosmic keeps watching, observing you. And you as a person, if you can understand that, you eventually can connect to the cosmic. Whatever you do healing on your part, on your consciousness level, it will take you to another level to connect with the cosmic, which is very, very important. So these desires, what you have, which you are not aware of, desires make you to be the prison of many, many things in our life. We become prisoner to our own desires. Sometime in relationship, as I said, we want somebody, we want to be in someone's life, we want that person to be in our life. That is a mode of desire, and we think, but maybe this person who we want them to be in our life may not be the right person. So how do we evaluate that? What can we do to understand that? Leave the decision every time with the cosmic. How do you know you are leaving the decision? You speak to the consciousness of your own self. You have to be truthful to your own self. And whatever you do with that person, however you build that relationship, that journey with that person, must be very truthful, with the true intention, with the pure intention. If you do that, if you do it with the true intention and pure intention in a truthful way with that person, whoever the person is, whatever kind of mode of relationship is, the cosmic will bring the powerful possibility into your life. You know why? Because that energy, what you are transmitting to that person, is a positive energy. Only with positive energy, it will bring it back positively. If you work for somebody, or you are working on a project, or you are working on yourself, however you are bringing this finance into your life, do it with the best of your interest. I know corporate can be very challenging. People that we work with, very challenging. Yes, it's never there that it's not challenging. It's 100% will be there. Most of the time, it does not matter what somebody has said or how someone has treated you. The end is how you treated that person and how you handle that treatment towards you. You have to just keep your space very secure and balanced. And every issue in your life connected to relationship, connected to work, connected to health issues, it is all a lesson, one lesson. Now let's look at one incident. You have an incident when somebody comes to you and create a situation in your working area. It can create an imbalance in your working life and can be very, very taxing emotionally to you. How you look at it, how you project this whole issue into your life as two ways. Number one, if you take this issue into your life as some kind of lesson that you haven't learned, you have to observe what is the message that's coming to you. What is the experience that you need to receive from this incident, from this happening? There was a very great saying by Swami Vivekananda. He made a statement. It was one of his verses. Be in the water like the water lily in the pond. On it, not off it. You are a part of this universe. You are a part of this cosmic. But you don't have to merge into this cosmic and lose all yourself. How you must merge into this cosmic through your consciousness. The consciousness will give you the truth. Your desires will never tell you the truth, because your desires have to lie to you, because that is what you want. Your desires are not all the time is telling you the truth. Your consciousness will reveal the truth, because you know that this is right and this is wrong, this I can have and this I can't have. But the desires will overcome all of this. It'll climb on the top of the head of the consciousness and say, no, 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 I am eligible for this, I want this. Then the moment you want that something into your life, and you become a slave to that process until it comes to you. And when it comes to you, are you sure that you are happy? Have you asked yourself in your life where you've been happy with whatever came to you? If now we have about, let's take 5 minutes of your time. I want each of you go back into a particular situation in your life. You are sitting here at this age in this position. Now go back maybe 10 years back, a very powerful incident in your life that has taken place to you. Let's put it into something very common to all of us. Let's focus on a particular incident of a relationship. Can be a friendship, can be a relationship. Something must have happened, something must have, you must have lost somebody, or you must have broke up with somebody, or what. If you come back to this moment, now go back and look at that incident. You must have grown now. You must have understood the situation. But when you are in the best of your state emotionally, you can actually travel back to that moment. You can analyze that situation because you are in the most calmer state of your life. That is awakening. Awakening happens when there's a clarity happen, and clarity only comes to you when you surrender and understand the truth and realize the truth. Truth may be very difficult to accept. Now you go back and think, whatever happened at that moment, there must have been some hurt, or there must have been some disappointment with any kind of relationship, whether it's children, whether it's personal, whether it's friendship, whether it's work. But if you come back to yourself right now, maybe those incidents that happened at that time taught you some very powerful lesson and made you a better person today because you understood that information. That was an experience that had to receive by you. The cosmic every time teaches you. Actually, there is a process with the cosmic that you can learn and you can bring it to yourself. But for that, you have to be very sensitive, understanding everything that happens around you. The universal energy, the cosmic actually speaks at all moments. Every moment, the cosmic will speak. They will tell you what's about to happen, what is happening, what is going on there, and why this is happening. They will connect you to so many dimensions of informations. Of course, not everybody can go into it. It is a technique. It's a process, but it cannot be taught by somebody to you. You have to align yourself to be awakened. So one of the way to awaken that part is to accept that there is something greater than yourself. Then you have to accept that this whole cosmic is in complete deep connection with you, and you are not away from that. You are a part of the cosmic. But all you need to do is that final stage is where you dissolve this physical self of yours and just live with the consciousness part. So now we still hold the physical self and the consciousness is here. So you have to understand the consciousness properly. So this consciousness and this physical self, when you join it together, how can you bring things, possibility into your life? This is one vehicle that you can never detach, because this is the vehicle that brings you to all those dimensions in your life. Whatever you want to awake, it comes through this. So there are many things in your life, what happened in your past, you can learn. And if there is things that you have not completed emotionally, because a lot of people say this to me, no, I'm fine, I'm done with this, I'm okay. But there are some way you are keep on trying to solve something, trying to correct something, or in somebody, some other relationship, or in someone else, or in some other situation you want to correct, because there is a deeper self of yours in your consciousness that you are not done with whatever happened. Either it was not right, either what you supposed to receive was wrong, either the completion was not right. This is one powerful awakening senses. Desire is one, and completion is number two, is very, very important. Every relationship that you go in your life, every incident that you go, everything that happened, make sure you do a completion. This, just like how I said, it doesn't matter what someone else tells you. At the end of the day, what hurts you the most is how you handled that, how you reacted to that. The one of the most powerful thing that we all struggle with is that emotion and connected to relationship means connected to what we deal, how we deal with the people we work, the people we live, the children, the families, everything together. That is one of the most sensitive things in the world that keeps us on our toes, because we manage our we tolerate a lot of things. We think we tolerate, of course we do tolerate, we do all that because we are not able to dissolve certain emotions. We are not able to take it out and throw it away. So we retain it. We retain it and we keep going for it. We're going for it when we desire certain things into our life. My advice is, desires are very important. Channel your desires in the rightful manner. Allow the cosmic to bring that into your life. Channel your desires. So I'll teach you the technique how you can channel your desires. When you want to channel your desires to the cosmic, as I told you, your intention has to be very, very truthful. Even the food comes to your table, if it has not come in the rightful manner, the consciousness of that food, I'm not talking about the physical part, the consciousness of the food can be contaminated. You can hide everything from everywhere, but not the cosmic. How the food has come to you can be poisoned because the consciousness are poisoned there. When we eat certain thing, maybe that food is not meant for us. Maybe that food we must not eat. But what do? We desire to eat this, and that desire is what brings the damage to our system. The desire. So whatever you eat, number one, whatever you bring to this physical body, allow the cosmic to bless it and bring it to you. So whatever you're bringing it, how you cook it, the processes, how you bring it to yourself, the way you bring the food to yourself, the way you access it to yourself, all of these things must be in the unity with the cosmic, in the mode of goodness. Anything you bring in the mode of goodness will be very powerful for your healing. If it is food, it will heal your body. If it is a relationship, it will heal your heart. If it is work, it will allow you to secure your financial benefits, your financial stabilities. Anything you bring into your life in the mode of goodness, which is the most powerful key, mode of goodness, it will stand very strongly with you. Do not think that you have to check this one thing. Check what is the karma connected to what you bring to yourself. Have you ever checked this in your life? No one does. What is this karma connected to this food that comes to me? What is the karma connected to this relationship comes to me? What is this karma that comes to me? This business is coming to me. What is the karma connection to it? Is this karma is in the mode of goodness? It will stay with you. You don't need to worry. You don't ever have to worry about it. I had life experiences of these processes in my life and also in the lives of many people that I have seen. If you bring anything into your life in that mode of goodness, it will come to you. Well, you have to accept the situation that now this is a very what do you call, very difficult information for you maybe to understand or to experience it. The universal energy, the universe, cosmic energy is shifting. From last year, it's shifting. It shifted, in fact. It's going from different time to another time. But right now for this year, if you go back to the website and read it, I have posted it. This year, for this year, the energy is going to focus on a lot of major things in your life, exactly the things that I talked about. What is the karma connected to how you bring those things into your life? How you bring your career into your life? How you bring the food into your life? All of these are very important. The process, because it sits in a you know, there's a long rows of planet. There's also Jupiter, there's Mars, there's Saturn, there's also Sun, there's North Node, there's all these. North Node is there. All of them are sitting in a line where they want to bring the understanding how you bring things into your life. You must bring everything into your life in the mode of goodness. If it comes in the mode of goodness, it will stay. But if it does not come in the mode of goodness, it will dissolve. The energy of the cosmic is different at this time because it's focusing, and mainly it's focusing, it's taking place in Taurus. Taurus, for your physical body, it's your mouth. So what do you do with your mouth? You eat, you speak. When you speak, either you express, you voice out, you react, and it's going to be connected to your relationships with everybody. So how you speak, what you say, how you react, going to rule the energy of this year. What you put it into your mouth and how it heals you, going to rule the energy of this year. And be careful with non-vegetarian food, because the energy of this year may create a poison, or no, I can't say poison, it can be toxic. There can be toxic in the food. So you have to watch what you eat. This year, watch what you eat. It's very important. If you bring that food in the mode of goodness, your health will heal. If the food is given to you and you look at the food and you're very unhappy with what you eat, it will become poison. But if you bring the food and you enjoy it and you feel very grateful and happy, and it will go very beautifully into you. Try having a music while you eat. Place your plate, put your food, put your drink, put a beautiful music, maybe a small candle. Doesn't matter if you're alone. It's okay. Most of us end up eating alone sometime. And play a small, nice music that you like. Take your phone, go to YouTube, play a music. and just watch the food for 2 minutes and look at it, and then say, this is what's going into my system, and it's going to heal me, and it's going to keep me alive, and it's going to make me move, and I'm going to be healed. And this is a medicine that's going to go inside and heal this body of mine, so that I can be there for myself and for everyone else, that so that I can be very beautiful internally and externally. So what happens now? Let us look at something. When we were children, if our parents or someone give us something that we like, we come back home from school, our mom makes something that we love, what is our emotion? How do we feel? On our birthday, we get a cake, and the cake looks so gorgeous with all those candles. What is our emotion? Can you go back and think how you feel? Someone makes something you like most, that immediately the emotion changes into such happiness. How come? We don't feel that every day. Every day we sit in front of the table. Okay, I have to cook, I have to bring this food onto my table, I have to eat alone. I basically don't like it, but it's okay, I'll just eat it because I need. Have you ever checked our emotions, how we feel? That's how I feel. And when that feeling, that emotion is how it's getting transferred inside this being. So now let me tell you, when it goes inside this, there are so many cells living along with you. They are supporting your growth and your balance. And how are you healing those cells inside? They're not happy. So allow yourselves to experience joy. Allow yourselves to feel great. Play the music and eat the food along with the music, and enjoy that present moment that is given to you. This is what many of us forget, that we think that we will do it after some time. I will do it next year. I will do it next month. No, your present moment is the most powerful time in this whole cosmic, because it's your present. You are there. You are very much there. Right now, this is the moment, very powerful, because you are right here in front of me. I'm connecting to you right here in front of you. This is the most important moment. Everything that has to happen, it will happen at this moment. Anything good you want to bring it to yourself, it has to happen at this moment. Do not wait for the next moment for things to happen. Make it happen at that moment. So bring that beautiful food into the system in the most positive way, and then your health will heal. Whatever situation you have inside your body, it will heal. Most of the time, whatever problems you have in your body, if any one of you, later on when I finish this, have any kind of physical element, you may ask me. Most of the time, your physical elements are connected to the imbalance of your 5 element in your system. When the 5 element is not balanced in your body, then you will have the problem in your health. The physical element will become problem. This physical body will have problem, because you are supported by this 5 element. No matter what you do, you need to depend on these 5 elements to bring that support to you. So when we were in a prayer during the session, when I was going through the prayers, the healing processes, this whole processes that I wanted to do, because I wanted to connect with the 5 element, which I've been planning for a long time. And it was one of the most interesting and wonderful process and information and connecting, and very, very deep, deep, deep truth was coming out of that process. The first thing that was taught to us was by the earth element. The first part we went to the earth element, and the earth element was connecting to us. And they were talking about all the things that you have, how rooted you have to be, because earth element is more of rooted emotions. They go by layer, the food you eat, emotions that you do have, and also the things that you do, the intentions you have, all has to be rooted. Most of the time, each of these elements have so many dimensions, many dimensions, that is very, very complex to understand. And those complexity comes in term with one book. In fact, there will be a book after some time about these 5 elements, how these 5 elements, you can use these techniques to bring a balance in your own life, in your own life process, how you can bring. So I have touched your food. Now I'm going to touch one more along with this. The next one is your feelings. After you eat the food, your feelings. Now I'm going back to the desire again, the food desire, now the food desire of your feelings. When your desire of your feeling comes into your life, most of the time, desire of feeling is what makes you to be the greatest slave of all time. It is such a hole that a lot of us are trapped in that. And it's very difficult to break that trap. I will not say that there won't be pain. Pain is very much there in many incidents, in many situations in life. You must understand what is teaching you. Either it's a knowledge about the person that you are dealing with, information, or either it is something that you are not ready, that you are learning about your own self. It can be either one. There are many situations are very aggressive in life. Especially if it all goes through this part, the mouth. How you say it, how you express it. And then when it travels out and it goes to the universe, when it goes to the universe and reaches the other person, what it happens is again go back the karma that you transferred that. Whatever you said, was it in the right karma? Was it in the right manner? That is the actions that you have to focus. Anything you bring into your life or you transfer, it has to be in the mode of goodness. Even the most important thing, message you're going to tell the person, even the person is wrong, but you have to say it. How you say it, how you decorate it, how you express it, it all shows not about that person, it shows about you. The first piece is yours. You have to be in peace to let go of whatever you are about to say. In work-related areas, especially in your office environment, there are a lot of people sitting there working with you, also having very challenging emotions, situation. Some people don't have job, some people have job, some people have certain different kind of health elements, emotional problem, financial situation. So we as human beings, we are not aware of that situation. So when you attend to somebody, choose peace. Write a note in a very colorful way and stick it in front of your computer or wherever you can see. I choose peace. So you choose peace in what? You think only in what you speak, also what you eat, also how you react. I choose peace. So you have a choice. I choose peace. I choose peace to what I eat. That makes me peaceful. I choose peace how I answer. I choose peace how I react. I choose peace how I express and explain. Okay, let's type type a message. Everybody going to type a message in your mind. You're going to express something to somebody. Okay, someone has said something and you're very upset with the person. You're going to express yourself. You can choose to type. When you choose to type, most of the time you place your ego there. You place your ego there very, very strongly. Your presentation, what do you place? You place your strength there in that message. You place your strength, you place yourself, you place your control. Everything is placed in that message. So when you read the message, you know, I was like this, like this, like this. I did this, 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 this. So when you place your strength there, when you place your standing, your position there, that is actually your ego, because you are not ready to dismantle that ego there. You are not ready to let go of your self-respect there. You don't need to earn self-respect in that way. You earn self-respect in the mode of goodness. I choose peace. So you explain. If it is official, you can say it in an official manner. If it's someone very close to your heart, say it, my dearest, or you can do anything. You can choose to heal somebody's heart. You can take 2 papers and write a message. You write that, I. What is this I? I is your self. So you cannot dissolve yourself there. If you cannot dissolve yourself, where is the mode of goodness for you to connect? Only you dissolve yourself, then you can merge. So what we as human, we don't dissolve ourselves, we don't remove our ego, we don't remove our strength, we don't remove our standing, we don't remove anything that we got from the universe. But we want Kundalini to be awakened. We want Kundalini, we want to experience the highest power of mystical. How is it possible? It cannot be possible. You have to be nothingness for you to have something happening. You have to dissolve. If you can manage that with 1%, you have won today. Today you have won. You have won your feelings. You have to dissolve. The most difficult things we think, okay, we're going to awaken Kundalini into ourselves. But you know something? The most powerful thing is that what we are experiencing today. If we can dissolve that, we can dissolve anything later on. Dissolve all your feelings. Dissolve this thing. These powerful emotions of your anger, of your stand, of your ego, this I that you write in that message. So when the person reads, they only see I. So it's only focusing you. Let's we, unity. So the I dissolve, the ego dissolve. So why is it that most of the time we are not willing to dissolve all that, but we want something else? That's because our prisoners to our desires. Our desire is so powerful. We are not letting go of anything we want. We want that. We want to make it happen. But we are not ready to dissolve all that. I want it in a very simple way. I just put an injection and put a drip. I get my desires inside. I get my awakening. My Kundalini is awakened. I'm flying high with wings. Possible? No. It's never going to happen. But if you allow this to happen in yourself today, I bet you can allow anything to happen. When I am ready to teach the process, how to bring that forward. But before I bring that process to you, to bring that how it can be done, you have to be ready to let go of many things and realize that this is all is I have a problem. Take a paper every time and write down the things of your desire. Keep a page of your desire. Keep a page of your emotion. These are your workshops. You have to do workshop on yourself first. We sit there and trying to find where and who and what they said. It's always about where, who, and what someone else said. Oh, let's see, what did we say to them? We didn't. Did we not? Write down. We'll find the secrets there. We sit here and point. We are finger pointing, but here. So you see, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all. The peace is not in their hands. In whose hands the peace is? It's in your hand. I choose peace means the peace is in your hand. The way you will react to the person, the way you type that message to the person will show the strength of yourself. That is your awakening consciousness. Only with the right consciousness, you will be able to bring such awakening into yourself. Now let us see, what is the most important things that we all are handling today? We are handling our life. We are not going to flying to the space and then looking at the moon and the stars and trying to do something. Or we are not handling some great political situations. No, we are not campaigning something for election. We don't do any one of this. We read the papers and we criticize and then we comment and then we shout and then we express. Most of the time, the biggest things in our hand right now, right today, in each one of your hands, what is the biggest thing in your hand? Your career, your health, your relationship, and your financial security. These are the 4 things. The rest of it all comes later. These are the 4 main things that your whole life is about right now. We are trying to work on that. And then finally, because we are not able to balance these 4 important things, what we do to balance these 4 important things, we sit like this, we talk and we try to work out things. We go for yoga, we twist our hand like this and like that. We try to be on vegetarian diet, we throw everything we are trying. Sometimes we sit and chant. Sometimes we breathe the way we want it to breathe. We are trying to do all of that to bring these 4 possible things into our life. But these 4 possible things, you are designed to do it. You are already designed to do these 4 possible things. Bringing financial security into yourself, you are designed to do it. Bringing the best health, you are also designed to do it. Bringing the good relationship, you are designed to do it. Bringing the best of security and health, you are designed to do that. You're already designed to do all of these things into your life. But what you are not designed, what you are shifting is the desires in all these areas of your life make you to become the prisoner. So with that feelings of the prisoner, you bring in a lot of pain into your life. Through the pain and suffering, you try to search for possibility again and again elsewhere to bring peace into yourself. But actually the peace was all the time where it was. You shifted everything, you modified everything. If you can bring finance into your life in the mode of goodness, it will stay with you. If you bring food into your life in the mode of goodness, it will also stay with you. If you bring relationship into your life in the mode of goodness, how can I call relationship in the mode of goodness? Don't betray the trust of someone, what they have with you. Don't break someone's relationship. Breathe truthful from the day one you meet that person. All is in the mode of goodness, and give only pure love. I bet you it will bring the mode of goodness to you. The cosmic recognizes this, whether you know it, whether you realize it or not, the cosmic recognizes that. Bringing health into your life, Bring the food into your health in the mode of goodness, and you will change. A lot of changes will be. The reason why this happens, imbalance happen, because none of this comes to us in the mode of goodness. That's what we call karma and dharma. Dharma is law of the cosmic. Karma is the actions in the rightful manner. These two must align together. If these two aligns together into your life, you will make it happen. But when each one of this goes for a different desire, different unwanted desires, then you go and get there into that desire, and you become prisoner of that particular desire. More than one relationship. No one is perfect. Nobody looks perfect. You know, there was one message that came to me. When we look at ourselves, we think that, oh, my face is like that, my nose is like that, my hair is like that, somebody else has a better hair. I want it, But you know something? We all are made very beautiful. We all are made extremely beautiful by the cosmic. Whatever the physical appearance you get, it is your karma. You are made beautiful. Whatever you're going to shine is not on the physical part. It is going to be 100% internal. And when you can feel that, you will smile so much and you will be so happy externally. And everyone can recognize that power that you carry. That power that you carry, you can recognize. Sometimes people say, you must have more compassion to people. You must have more compassion to people. Sometimes I take the most toughest responsibility. Then I will say, oh my God, I have to take this healing. But this healing is going to be very tough. No one is going to give me a dakshana for this healing. What will I do? I only take it this way. If this has come forward to me, number one, I will investigate the lesson that I'm supposed to learn. I will investigate the karma connected to it. I will see what is the test the cosmic is doing with me. So I believe that my powers are not meant to be sold all the time or to be shared. It is also to be given, shared, and healed people, whoever comes in connection with me. And if that karma is if that person is coming in the mode of goodness, and I have a duty to do that. Every time, whatever you do, check yourself. Are you doing this in the mode of goodness? So whenever I connect to people, I tell them, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. It must be sounding very unhappy to you, but I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. Whatever I'm going to sit and tell you, it is for you. And how you're going to shift it, I will guide you. But you should be willing to hear the ugliness of life. Only then you will know how to make it, beautify it. If you go to the kitchen, if you see your sink dirty, only then you will realize I need to scrub it. If you never see your sink dirty, if you don't have the clarity to see the sink dirty, will you wash it? No, it's clean, it's fine, it's okay, it's good. We'll sweep it under the carpet. You have to recognize dirt for you to heal it, you have to identify the dirt. Only then you can change it. You have to identify this food is not right for me. Then you will say, okay, I will not. I have a very sensitive health. I had a lot of sensitive health, and I had a lot of complication with what I had. And I was figuring out, going crazy. And, I was trying to, find out what was that not correct. Then I said, no, I must find out this secret. What's happening to me? I have to find out. Then I working on healing the 5 elements. in my body. Then I worked. I did a lot of research work for 6 months. Finally, I said, I'm going to communicate with this 5 element. I'm going to be in the healing process, in the prayer. I will do it. So I started at, that took us almost 24 hours of preparation. The whole process took me 24 hours. And I was in a prayer for almost 7 hours straight. And I could not get up for 7 hours. I was sitting and I was in the prayer. It was very tough and it was very early morning. I was sleeping off and I had to chant everything very loudly, because if I chant slowly, I'm going to sleep. Early morning, I couldn't. But the process was so powerful, was so beautiful, very nice. They taught me one powerful lesson. Everything that also has to be healed, it's in the darkness. Everything that you heal and you destroy also, dissolve it also in the darkness. Now let me take you there. What is the meaning? It's in your mode of ignorance only all these things happen. It's hiding. Whatever you want to heal is never seen outside. You never see your mistake outside. Do you see your mistake outside? Impossible. We all don't see our mistake outside. We are always perfect in front of the mirror. But we know in our consciousness we are not. So everything, healing happens in the darkness. Repairing also happens in the darkness. That's how everything happens. But it was a very beautiful process. And I'm going to work on it for the next 20 more times. I hope in the duration of 2 years, I will complete it. There's a lot of work that I do that, and I communicate with all the elements, and it was a beautiful process. And every time they talk and they teach, then we will feel, I always feel I'm so small. So with a lot of research, I found out what was not good with me. What was the food that I was wrong, which I lived with it for 24 years of my life. And then I identified and I just stopped it. I communicated, tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong with my food. I checked. That's it. I took that food out of my system and everything changed. I can eat so many things now, which I was not eating for 25 years of my life. I was not having it, but now I can bring everything forward. And that one food. Then they taught me one more very powerful lesson. It's not that food is poison to you. Nothing is poison to us. The mode, how we have it, everything becomes poison. If we know how to heal that, everything that we eat, it becomes a gift to us. We have to give gifts to ourselves. How do you give gifts to yourself physically? The food, the vitamins, the probiotics, everything that you put inside, every good thing that you put inside, you are giving gift to this physical body. This physical body is very important to be purified, to be healthy, so that you can take yourself to the next level. It's very important. So how you desire that what you eat is very important. How you desire your emotion into your life is also very important. When we talk about relationship, there are some things maybe many people don't realize. This physical body, again, so powerful, and it has a lot of energy lines there. You have a lot of chakras. You have 7 chakras, all positive, and also 7 chakras which are negative. How you connect physically to another person is also very important. It is also about Kundalini. So this body, this physical body, how you connect to somebody, and I said it should be in the mode of goodness, it should be in the mode of intention is goodness. Love can be shared with 2 people, but that love has to be in the mode of goodness. Because you are connecting 2 physical, powerful energies together. So what happens is, this physical energy, this physical body, all this energy inside you are very alive, and they have a memory. and they will retain all memories of that physical connection. They will have the memory of the physical connection. So you have to be very careful how you bring that into your life. When it is in the mode of desire, sometimes it can destroy your energy. If it is in the mode of true relationship, it can bring you goodness. It doesn't matter how people function, it matters how you function. Because only you are the master of your own destiny. Not someone else is a master of your destiny. No one can change your destiny, but you can. So how you bring that relationship into your life, emotions and physical, is very, very important to you. Keep your karma very purified. Action. Karma is action. Keep that karma very purified, how it brings to you. A lot of those actions, those karmas, will contaminate your energy around. Let me go deeper into that. I'm not sure how many of you know that. When you connect with somebody physically, you also attract, receive the energy and the aura of that person into your life. Sometimes that energy can be positive. Sometimes that energy can also be negative. You must understand, the moment you go into that level, you will shift certain karmas together. That karma of that person also merges with you. Your karma also merges with the person. If that person comes with you in the goodness, mode of good karma, you will receive the goodness. If that person comes to you not 100% in the mode of goodness, that negativity also you have to accept. You have to receive it. So you have to be careful how you connect, with whom you connect. It will disturb the energy which is internally around you. And whatever you connect that way, the karma is connected to the person, the negative energy that connected to the person, everything will also channel to you. Why? When it goes to the sexual part of it, it is two most powerful chakra joining to. That is the Kundalini, the root of the Kundalini. The coil, the energy of the material energy of the feminine energy, Shakti, which sits under the Kundalini. You're bringing that two powerful energy together, very, very powerful energy together. But you only look at it as a process of a sexual relationship. But if you look at it in the consciousness level, because we are talking about the consciousness. In the consciousness level, it is two powerful chakra, two powerful Kundalini coming into one. So it's going to explode. So if that energy does not come in the right way, if it does not come in the mode of goodness there, it will still contaminate your energy. So you have to be careful how you connect, how you bring that energy into your life. You will contaminate your karma quite a lot. That goes without saying. You cannot help it because it's too powerful Kundalini energy. Here you are awakening up, and the other part you're bringing this thing. When you are in certain processes, you have to keep the purity of the process. We have to dissolve certain things. So all of these things plays a very important role. Now the next level is your food. The food that you put inside your system, it's another awakening. The food has consciousness, very powerful consciousness. So whatever food you are giving to this body, because you are sharing this with many, many other cells inside it, and each cell has their own cell intelligence. The cell has an intelligence of its own. So every one of them are very powerful cells. You can shift the energy of the cell very powerfully. So if I go back into the element, physical element health issues, most of the time, these health issues occurs not through the physical part. It goes through the emotional part, then to the physical part. The physical is the last. First is through the emotions. That's why when you eat the food, I ask you to play a music and bring the food into your system in the mood of goodness, in the mood of love and mood of happiness. If it goes into that mode, then it will heal. I had a small, I have a doctor who is doing a research on a natural herb called the cat's whiskers. It's called the cat's whiskers. It's a flower. And through this cat's whiskers flower, they extract chemo for chemotherapy extraction, medication for that. So they use these extract, they grow it in a particular way, they extract that, and they are doing chemotherapy medication for chemo patients through the natural way, not using the chemical. So they have finished about 2 to 3 testings. They are on it's with the patients. They are still doing the testing. It's still on R&D process. They have taken it to the three levels of trial. So this doctor and me, we used to communicate a lot. And I mean, we still communicate, we work on that. And I happened to sit with him in one session about the patients. He deals with a lot of cancer patients. So I was doing a research work on that. And then when I took it to this person, then we had a study on it. I asked him, the first thing that the cancer patient experience is through the emotion. When we took 10 people who had cancers, all these 10 people had somehow a lot of depression was number one. They had a lot of depression. And through the depression plus suppression. Suppressing. You suppress a lot of things. Depression and suppression goes along with it. Through that, they had a lot of emotional problem and they could not channel out this suppression and depression outside. Then it affects all the cells in that system. And when that happens, the cell becomes very, very toxicated. Then problems happens on the physical body. And then only the particular organ or particular part of the body gets damaged. When that happens, actually what is getting damaged is your cell. Your cell in that particular part of your body getting damaged. So you have a choice. Why I say listen to music? Every time, remember, keep the cells in your system very, very happy. Listen to music, heal them, bring a lot of beautiful consciousness to the cells. Play a music in the morning as you get up. Listen to something nice, put a morning music, bring the sound of the birds or whatever it is into your environment, get dressed and make your coffee with happiness and keep that mode inside your mind and energy in a very positive way. Do not be very, very fussy about all of these things. You see, you may think that I want to be in peace, but peace don't always have to come only in the mode of silent. I have to be very quiet. I can't hear the pin drop. I can't have music. That is this. Do not judge that. You are not in, you have not traveled in that area to judge it. Bring everything into possibility. Why do you think God made so many sounds into the universe? Please tell me that. The sound of a cow, the sound of a cat, the cat says meow, the sound of animal, the sound of bird, the sound of wind, the sound of every single sound. Why these sounds came? Do you know something? That is the sound of Kundalini awakening, which you are trying to avoid. We think something else is Kundalini, but Kundalini is just right in front of your face, which you avoid. I'll tell you in the next session, what is that sound? I experienced that sound. You know something? When I was setting up these processes for the past 1.5 years, 2 years actually, I worked with the cosmic to set up the process. In one incident, I was outside. My meditations are always in the garden. I was outside in my temple. I was in the meditation. When that process came, I was shocked. I opened my eyes. I was awakened. You know why? The whole cosmic all around me started making so much of noise. I was wondering, what is this noise? Why everybody is making noise at the same time? I never expected. And then I was made to understand, was brought to understand how to align with the whole cosmic. So that is what you avoid. You avoid, you said, oh, I have to be in the silent, pin drop silent. You know, I have to close my eyes and meditate. There should not be any sound. I tell you, if you go into the deepest of meditation, you know, they say the pin drop silent. Have you ever understood what is that? In that depth of that silence, like the silent walk on a deserted valley, in that silence, even if you drop a pin, I bet you can hear it. So when I'm in the deepest of meditation, one door closed in anybody's space, such a far away, I can hear it so powerfully. So how does that happen? Because your mind energy, the depth of your consciousness, go into that depth silence, such a deep silence, then everything outside will become clear to you. Everything that happened, only in that depth silence, it will wake. You will be taught, you can hear, you can perceive, and you can connect to the universe. So be in that space of the universe. Be with all the sounds. Choose your sounds. Everything is a beautiful sound that makes the music. If you go into the forest, how many of you walk in the forest? Walk in the park. As you walk the next time in the park, keep listening. Don't close your ears with the music and your iPod. Listen to the universe. The universe have powerful message to give you. Listen to the sound of the wind. When I was very, very young, I think I must be about 21 years old to 22 years old. I had a very powerful incident that happened, and I wanted to connect to the universe. I don't even know what I was doing. I went to the terrace or top of the place where I live. It's very high. And at that, I can see the canopy of all the trees, and I enjoyed it. Then I communicated with the universal energy, and I said that I want to experience your presence. Say yes to me. At that one point of time, all the canopy of the trees started shaking, and there was such strong wind came. And I experienced that. Many, many times, I don't doubt the universe. I never think I'm crazy or doubting the universe. The consciousness in you, I go down to the universe, I said, come, speak to me. I need to feel you. Show me your presence. Express to me, reveal to me your presence. I want to come align to you. I want to dissolve the self of mine. I want to align to you. So I believe that when the time comes, this will happen. You know, I know you may think that I used to go for a walk and I have few trees and I will stop every time and I'll give a hug to them and I'll say, you know, you're very beautiful, you know that? I'll hug. I don't know. I will hug and I will feel so much. And after some time, I used to walk into my office. We used to have plants, the hot sun. And I will tell my manager, you know, all these plants you have not watered. No, ma'am, I've done. No, no, you didn't. And they all say they are thirsty and you have not watered. I said, now he's Dina, I said, let's look at the camera. And he says, how do you know? I said, they will speak to me, so you watch out. You know what my staff does? Before I could come, they'll make sure they water. They said that we gave water to your plants. I said, that's good. So whenever I go out, the plants will speak and they will allow me to understand the consciousness of that. So how does that happen? That is the essence of Kundalini. Dissolve yourself and you become one with the cosmic. Now you understand why cosmic is so important, why the 5 element is important. You are no different from all the things that in the world. Just that you speak different, the cats speak different. I speak squirrel, I speak cat, I speak also monkey's language sometimes because I get all of these animals at my backyard. Yeah, it's very crazy, but that's how it happens. The squirrels comes and he gets angry. He starts chasing all the birds and he says, where's my bananas? He only eats bananas. So whether I eat banana or not, I must make sure I take the banana. I must leave it for my squirrel. Otherwise he comes inside, where's my banana? So everyone speaks to me and I want that to happen because I want to come align with all of the energy. Remember that these animals, they can recognize your energy, but we cannot recognize their energy. They actually can recognize the energy, including negative energy can recognize your energy, your presence. So if you want to align with everything around you, you must come in. The mode of goodness must be placed every time inside you. I speak to the cats who come to my house. I will have talk. I will have talk with the squirrel. I will talk to the birds. I will talk to every one of them. And they will also communicate with me. And I will understand. If I'm busy and if I forget to give them the grains, they will come inside the temple. They will look at me and they will say, okay, your food is coming. I'm coming. They can do that. They can communicate with you. They all are sensitive. And start doing that. Start aligning yourself with them. That is your awakening. All of these things, it shows that what you need to do is that dissolve a lot of things, negativity, how you perceive, how you think, how you bring it to yourself. Dissolve these things. If you can dissolve all of these things, awakening will happen to everybody, and everybody must awake. Be awake. You know, being awake means being aware. Being aware means you have clarity, because you know what happens most of the time? How do we judge? We will judge everything from the distance of your vision. Your vision only shows to that much. Okay, that is how we decide. That is how we understand. And from that distance, we perceive everything and then we decide. That is your naked eyes. There is another eye. We all talk about the third eye. Where is your third eye? Your third eye is your opening of your awakening of your consciousness is your third eye. Sometimes, of course, we can just play a tattoo, put a tattoo, and then we can draw one third eye. I told everybody, don't worry, you don't spend so much of money. People were spending about $8,000 wakening up third eye. I said, and what do you do with the third eye? I said, I can just draw a third eye. Awakening of the third eye is awakening in your consciousness. That is your third eye. Everyone can do it. Everybody can do it, and it's possible. Here, awake means that see everything internally in your consciousness, not what you see externally. You only understand, you only accept and believe what you see on the naked eyes. The inner eye is the third eye. That is your awakening. See everything in the inner eye. How do you see things in the inner eye? See your intention. See what karma you need to receive. See what is the lesson coming to you. That is your inner eye. See how good is the food coming to you. The goodness of the food. That is your inner eye. See the goodness of what is your relationship, how you react. That is your inner eye. How the finance comes to you. See, is it coming in the mode of goodness? That clarity, that is your inner eye. All that are the third eyes. Third eye is the inner eye of clarity, inner eye of awakening, which lies inside you. That's how you awaken everything. So if you can work on this, it's tough, but it's the most simplest, the most needed process for you. But number one, so I'm going to give you a small homework to everybody. Music is very important. I choose peace. Even if somebody is angry with you, okay, now let's try it out. There are a lot of people in your family or whoever you deal with, when somebody speak to you very rudely or saying, excuse me, I choose peace today. Let's work on that. Say that. The person will think this guy has gone crazy. Something wrong with him. He choose peace. What's that? It's okay. Make a t-shirt, write it. I choose peace. I choose peace to talk. And everyone will look, I choose peace. Oh, that's nice. People will notice that. People will know that. So how you respond to them, choose peace. How you speak, choose peace. How you express, you choose peace. Because you know why? Peace is very, very expensive. We do so many things to bring that peace into our life, but it's just within the clutches of your hand. But most of the time, it's kept this way, so it flows out. Hold it. Don't search for it anybody else. Don't think only because of this person that peace comes to you. No, because you enjoy that peace, what you have with that person, then it becomes more. If you can give that peace to everybody else, you will give that peace to yourself. So you have to choose peace. Bring everything into your life in the mode of goodness. So in the next session, I'm going to touch Kundalini. So whatever I talked about is the root of Kundalini. It's the basic root of Kundalini is what I'm giving you now. And later you will understand, because without dissolving all this, there is no Kundalini at all coming. You can only draw a round serpent, or you can make a tattoo, a snake going like that. But you see, what I have done in my process, I do not allow the Kundalini to be awakened in the wrong way or in the imbalanced way. I will allow the Kundalini to be awakened and to go correctly, properly, place it properly so that it goes in the right manner and create a balance. When the Kundalini, as I told you, not awaken in the right way, it will create many, 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 many issues on the physical and the emotional, mental, both. It will create a lot of issues. So the process I give is that it helps the Kundalini to go very carefully, and this thing. It is just like this. You have a very powerful cobra. You are given a task. They said, okay, you can have the snake, but as long as you take it from the forest, you call him out, bring him out, and then you take him. If he can come very peacefully, you can have him at home, keep him. He's a magical serpent. He will give you everything. So what will you do? You'll go and cut the whole forest down? No. Will you go and shake and make noise? No. What will you do? You will wait. You will wait very patiently. And then you will wait with quietness and calmness. And then the snake will come. But if you can bring that powerful, that poison, that powerful big snake from the forest in the jungle, and if he can come slowly without troubling anything, without disturbing, if he can come to you, then it's fine. If the snake comes, you go and make a lot of noise. The snake comes out, who's this calling me? Just like the movie Anaconda. You know the Anaconda movie? They want to take the orchid. We all watch that. Even though we don't like snakes, we watch it. So how? There's so much of noise. The same way you make a lot of wrong processes and you're trying to bring the snake out. What happens? The snake makes a lot of noise, a lot of problem. It can become very dangerous and it will not go halfway. What you'll say, this is very dangerous. I'm lost. The snake is going to kill me and I'm going to run. So it doesn't happen. So what I do in the process is that I give you a complete line of grills. I create a long grill pathway, like the Jurassic Park movie. They put big walls, electrical wires. The dinosaurs don't come inside. Yeah, I'm taking you to movies because I know those are the things that you remember very well. If I go too spiritual, you'll forget a lot of things. Then you allow the snake to walk through those grills, strong grills, and then keep watching with guards, and then they come because the snake also feel peaceful and you also are not disturbed, then it comes. So I create a guarding block in both sides for it to travel to the right way. And during the travel, the snake will understand the level of your consciousness, whether you are doing everything in the mode of goodness. So every stop point, checkpoint, we have checkpoint. Let's see what are the checkpoints. All the chakras are the checkpoints. It'll go to so many chakras, it stops at all the checkpoints, and each checkpoint, it will correct, it will heal, it will repair, and then it'll go to the next level. When it repairs, it also repairs on the physical part and also emotional part and the consciousness part. 3 levels it will repair: physical, emotional, and spiritual consciousness. It will keep repairing until it goes to the crown chakra. That's his Kundalini. That's how the process should come. So we will have that complete topic on that in the next session. So I leave it with all of you. You can ask me any questions, especially on your physical part. Please open the questions. Let me see if I can help you. I shall.